case you're wondering, when you start up a new game, or load a game, when you're playing as Carlos using any special narration, still the same old Jill speech. Alright, back at it. Like I remember saying, I think the Resident Evil 3 remake Carlos portion's really strong, and I remember this one being good too. But I also don't remember like how to get to the hospital. Guessing we just go out the front door and then walk? Seems weird, but I can't think of it any other way. Really? Man, having a shotgun sucks. I feel like I used a lot of ammo that didn't even like stuttered. How do you want to kill them? I just want to get by. 8%? It's gotta last me this entire section. Okay, I will not go out the front door. Well, this is also collapsed, so I guess they're making it easy on me. Oh man, I just kind of hit record. Didn't think about what I wanted to talk about. There's a Resident Evil 4 like remake event happening in a few days, so I guess I could talk about Resident Evil 4. Oh, here we go. Okay. Give your soul to the goddess, put your hands together, pray before. That doesn't really help me figure it out, and I'm not gonna think about that again. So it looks like an ink ribbon in there. Yeah, I don't really want that. I don't want to go back to that inbox. Just everything's collapsed, okay. Alright, well that makes me feel better that there was a file explaining that, and I wasn't just expected to know something in that room or whatever. Is that a hunter or a spider? Oh, it's these guys. Still don't remember what these guys are called. Come on, Carlos. God, remake Carlos is so cool. This guy's still kind of funny. Like, more lame. Like, still endearing. Oh, is Carlos strong enough to push the bell? That's what it is. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, Resident Evil 4 remake event, so I haven't really mentioned this before, but like most normal, intelligent people, I think Resident Evil 4 is literally the greatest game ever made. Dang. Oh, I bet that's where we come out with Jill. When we play as Jill, that's where we have to go. Yeah, I do remember the park. Hospital, yep. Anyway. So, like, I'm kind of excited for Resident Evil 4 Remake. Like, I don't think it should exist, but I'm sure it will be great. I would rather if the resources have gone to something else, whether it's a brand new game, a Code Veronica remake, or just something else. Because I truly think Resident Evil 4 is, like, the most perfect game ever made. Hey. What was that, Carlos? Oh, shoot. Yep, Hunter should pound the game. I literally pressed R as soon as I could. He still got me. Oh, nice dodge, Carlos. Wow, yeah, go through this fast. Like, I don't want to hear anything about controls or RE4 not being well. Like, it's designed. I never care about moving and aiming in games anyway, and especially that game. I don't need it. I much vastly prefer left stick aim and just lock in place laser sight style aiming. And like, yeah, you still got technically take controls, but it's fine. It's built around it. You don't need to be rolling around. It's not Vanquish or Resident Evil 6. Just, I will hear no Resident Evil 4 slander, because there's the group of people who think, not that it ruined the series. I mean, those people probably still exist, but they're idiots. But like, resent it for becoming more action-based and lose what makes these games so great. But it's like I've said before, literally every game in the series pre-RE4 was already becoming more action-based. That's not a remake. It's obviously Resident Evil 1 remake. Walk that back. But like, 2, just ammo everywhere, super easy. This game, very actiony. Code Veronica, ton of ammo in that game too. And this ridiculous like Matrix-like cutscenes with like not even like cool people like Leon and Chris, or like soldiers like Jill doing action stuff, but like the biggest nerd 17-year-old Jarek Steve Burnside just doing all this Matrix slow-mo jumping out of windows stuff. So like, RE4 was a very natural evolution of where it was going. This was actually done well and with the most production value possible, and just incredible. Anyway, RE4 is just the best, and I don't understand the point of a remake. And like, I can't decide if I want them to take it seriously or not. I mean, like the story and stuff, because I absolutely love like the how funny RE4 is, because that game's just hilarious. Like its tone is perfect, and it becoming over serious wouldn't be as fun. But also like, if you're gonna remake it, might as well do something different. And seeing a serious take on Resident Evil 4, well, it just sounds silly. But like seeing, I guess, more serious. That's weird. You can't combine a red and blue. Like, I guess you can do it just to make it different, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm excited to play it for sure, but no. I still think it's wholly unnecessary and wish the resources went to something else. But Capcom's been such on fire recently that I trust it will be pretty great. I just hope, and there's not a risk of like a, well, there's some risk, but there's not a risk of like say like a Yakuza Kiwami situation or something where like nobody plays the originals anymore. It's completely overwritten from history. Because RE4's, that looks very interactable, Carlos, that diary. There we go. Because Resident Evil 4 is literally on every single platform ever, except for like original Xbox. And the VR version just came out too, so like the original, hopefully people won't forget that anytime soon. Keeps doing zombie in quotes. Itchy, tasty, itchy, hungry this time. Okay. You know you gotta have one of those in every zombie game. I don't like that. Nothing in here? No, that's useful. Oh, tape recorder. Alright. Is that the same? I'm not paying attention. Cool pizza. What a calendar. Wow. Why? I'm very disappointed. Updated RE engine photorealistic version of this cool pizza was not in the remake. That's worse than the clock tower.
There also appears to be a slight fracture in his right arm just below the elbow. However,
I feel like maybe I'm just thinking of RE3 remake, but I feel like Resident Evil's done that type of puzzle, like voice recorder, a couple of times, but I can't remember a specific example off the top of my head. But I feel like they've reused that one. You just know a hunter's gonna burst through or be at the end of an elevator at some point. Do I have to choose a floor? I do. Wait, which one am I on now? First floor. Let's go up top. I'm excited to see just Leon again. I really like this Resident Evil 2 remake voice actor. I mean, all the Leon voice actors are great, and Paul Mercier from original RE4 is still my favorite. But and he was great in Darkside Chronicles too. I think it's slept on. But I'm excited to see more of that version of Leon, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure it will be great. I just don't. It's such a weird thing where like normally I'd be like, don't change any.
No! Nikolai? You're still alive?
you saw what happened.
What's going on?
I'm one of the supervisors. That's all you need to know.
Wait!
All right. So that was that guy was I believe Tyrell, who's pretty prominent, not pretty prominent, but much more prominent in the remake. The guy just blew himself up. Say whatever path you take, there will be at least one scene of Nikolai cheating death and then randomly showing up here. Because either he'll blow up in the gas station or whatever happened in this route that I already forgot. Oh, that's where I came from. But yeah, RE4 remakes. Just like normally it'd be like, don't you dare change a thing. This game's perfect. But it's just like, why go through the effort to remake it if you're not going to change anything? So like, making a more horror-based RE4, pretty like not a terrible idea. Like I don't know, just I don't know what I just literally RE4 is so good. I don't know. I can't think of anything or like, oh, I wish this was different. So I don't know. I'm just gonna be fascinated to play it though. I'm sure it'll be a great time. Sick room key. Right. Another photo. Okay. Oh. Don't really quite understand these photos, but. Yeah, so earlier I talked about the development history of RE4 and how it's like just completely fascinating, most interesting than ever. But I cut all that out because I kept dying to a stupid worm. But I'll talk about it again probably next session because I wanted to look up some stuff that I did not get around to just to be completely positive what I'm talking about. Because I know my audience of like 4 people is all very attractive, handsome, smart, intelligent people that already know about Resident Evil 4 being Devil May Cry and the Hokan Man and all that stuff. So I want to make sure I get the facts straight. That was bigger than I thought, bigger area than I thought. But yeah, Resident Evil. I'm a big Nintendo fanboy, and I kind of like to think of Nintendo separate from other things, just because it's so broad. So like when I think of like greatest games of all time, I kind of split it into like Nintendo. I'm gonna write that down. 253. Nintendo, non-Nintendo games, but like my top 5 non-Nintendo games ever made, pretty clearly, I guess the top 4. I think I actually said this earlier, but Resident Evil 4, Yakuza 0. Oh, hello. 2 herbs. I like that. Alright, this is 1 zombie. I can afford to hang on and save my other gun for hunters. Metal Gear Solid 3, Yakuza 0, and Resident Evil 4 I think are like indisputable. Then I have Metal Gear Solid 1 up there, like personally, even though as a video game, in terms of just like pure gameplay and all that, it's not quite as good as 3 or the other games I listed. But that's like for sure my top 4. Just God, I love Resident Evil 4. Let's use some reload. But yeah, very excited for that Thursday, so I probably won't record. Today's Monday, yeah, so I might record Wednesday. I don't know, maybe I'll do 1 session, but hopefully I should still have some of this game to play. I won't finish this game before that event, so I can talk about RE4 Remake during it. Completely unnecessary, but I'm growing more and more excited about it over time, I think. Something. Is this like a hidden like passage? What is this? Okay. I'm slowly getting myself more hyped. I was talked into it. I've been oh, this looks dumb. I gotta push stuff. What's 4? It's only 1 pushable thing though. I guess we'll do top left first, see if that does anything. Let's see if we can get this to top right. I think my overall Resident Evil tier list is alright, I hope that was the right one. It's RE4, Resident Evil 1 Remake. Oh. Probably did not need to write that down. And then Resident Evil 2 Remake. Resident Evil 4 tier alone. Next tier, Resident Evil 1 Remake and Resident Evil 2 Remake. And the next tier after that, probably original RE2 and RE5. I don't know, RE5's hard to judge because like co-op, it's one of the best co-op games ever made. It's like so fun, so replayable. And then single player, it's just like, sure you want to play the single player? Like it's not terrible, it's just not nearly as fun. I'm not gonna talk about RE5 though, that's a whole other can of worms. And then, oh yeah, I was gonna talk about Village in a Code Veronica playthrough because when I recorded Code Veronica, Village had not come out yet, and then I had that 1 episode I need to go back and do like commentary on because I lost my original like live commentary. So I'm gonna talk about Village during that, but I'm also lazy and I still haven't done that yet. It's been like 2 years, so Village pretty good. I like it more than 7. The 7 might be. Wish I did not take that step back so I could see the camera. 7 I could 7's might be better, but I like Village better if that makes sense. Pretty good Resident Evil game. Are you serious? That's my very in-depth review of Resident Evil Village. Thank you for watching. This looks more like a lab than a hospital at this point now. Shaft type M. This is very repetitive of RE2, honestly. Like both originals. Like, just... I feel like hunters usually come in pairs. So being in caution is dangerous for the hunter because they can just lop your head right off. Yeah, there we go. Come on, dude, turn the corner. This is a bad corner to get into. Just dodge, Carlos. I kind of understand that, how it works, but like... You still getting up? No. But like not enough to like confidently be like, I'm not going to shoot and wait to try to dodge to get in better position. I'm just kind of like usually trying to shoot and too slow to raise my gun up, and then he ends up dodging. Complicated a lot. I still got half. You just know these are gonna bust out of these tubes. I bet $100 on that. Okay. I haven't like found any file explaining what to do with these yet. No, I don't combine them. I feel like there might be a terrible puzzle in here, but I can't remember. Oh, here we go. Just talking. Energy. I have a medium, so I need energy. 5 left. Oh yeah, I hate this already. This sounds very similar to RE2 Remake. It's vaccine puzzle. Did I kill them or set them free? Probably set them free. But I probably had to do that to be able to do the vaccine stuff. You say. It was longer than I expected. Okay, oh, I do this, then I combine with a vaccine event. Oh god. So I needed in the center? What's below me? Alright, it is 18-minute mark. I'm gonna give myself 5 minutes to do this. Maybe do a little off screen, think about it more, and then I might look this up because I do not want to be stuck here. I'm just gonna read that file again just to be safe. Medical instruction. Pretty sure I need them both in the center, but it looks like they're both in the center already. 5 levers. 2 gauge increase or decrease. If you adjust the 2 gauges so they stop in the center, medium will be produced automatically. Oh, that's nice, good to know. Okay, they're not in the center, I wasn't paying attention. These like bars are just weird, like why are some big and some small? So 3 raises... This is way too much. Oh, maybe that says how much it can move at a time, like the small dots. Can only move 3 of them. Alright, well I got way too much on the right. I got too much up top. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do the... 5's too many stuff to think about, I'm not that smart. I'm just gonna do the excellent scientific method of just mashing buttons and levers until the result I want happens. I do remember this game in like the last area, there was a puzzle that is like literally the worst. That's randomized, and I'm definitely gonna look that one up. Like maybe even beforehand. Getting close. I mean, yeah, I guess I could like write down each result, be like, okay, lever 1 makes the right one a little bit, or number 3 makes the left one a lot, stuff like that, and figure this out. But even if I wasn't recording, I don't think I'd have the patience for that. No. Oh, yeah, this game does have randomized puzzles compared to which I don't think any other Resident Evil game does. Not like truly random. I think there's maybe like 3 or so versions of a puzzle it could be. But yeah, it does make looking stuff up with the guides annoying. And you can't just remember it for next playtime. Like, I don't know about you, but I've played Resident Evil 4 so many times that you know that, like, I think it's a green cat's eye in the puzzle next to the church where you're supposed to, like, read a bunch of gravestone stuff and you can move it in, like, 3 or 4 increments. I've played the game so many times I basically just memorized that result. Just, like, I couldn't say it out loud now, but I'm pretty sure it's like 3-3. Oh, hey, I did it. Nice. That took 3 minutes, 10 seconds. All right. All right, hunters, I'm ready for you. They're gonna wait till I run by them. All right. Well, I guess that's all we need to get from here is to cure Jill. That was a little. I mean, we're obviously not done yet, but it's a little easier than I thought. Alright, let's go lay the land. Sprint to the elevator. I know you're busting out of there. Oh, the game is nice to like stop for a cutscene instead of having. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that other guy was there waiting for me, but luckily I found the door in time. And they can't follow me, but I'm sure more will appear. Alright. And I think there's an item box pretty. I'll stop by that room, heal, and I guess save, because why not? Because I don't think Carlos's stuff carries over to Jill anyway, so just to be safe. Maybe there's no hunter elevator action. Maybe I'm just remembering all those zombies. This floor. Maybe this is it. How much I got? Like 20, 32? I can live with that. I think this was a save room, right? Or no, this is progress? Or like the correct way to go to backtrack? Or both. Okay, cool. Let's get that green back. Or the red back, I mean. Oh yeah, first aid spray. I don't remember, like, it is possible Carlos's stuff goes back to Jill, but it's 5 ink ribbons, and I think I maybe even turned some down earlier, I can't remember for sure. Like 5 ink ribbons, a little overkill for this section, if it doesn't carry over. Like, save once at the start like I did, come here, save once, save on the way back, and then maybe save the clock tower, like, right next to Jill. Like, this max I could see anybody using, that's 4. I really like how RE2 Remake introduced blues. If you combine a green, red, and a blue, it'd be like defense would be raised for a bit, because blues are always useful in these games. Because you never get poisoned, and if you do, it's usually this, like some blue ones growing nearby. Oh, I did not remember this bomb. Well, I'm glad I saved. Well, I'm dead. I knew that wasn't where the door was, but I couldn't get around the corner. Well, I'm glad I saved. That was weird. Okay, the remake adapted the bomb in the hospital a lot better with the cabin-like section in that game. Well, at least I lost 6 seconds of progress there, I think. Should probably 24 minutes. Yeah, that's good enough. I'll stop it here. We'll finish the Carlos section very quickly next time, hopefully.